York Knickerbockers have played a role in this league ever since the NBA's beginnings. And Madison Square Garden keeps, as always, its incomparable reputation as the world's mecca of basketball.
This was the first basketball club to sign an African-American player. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be continuing our series of the most successful sports franchises with a look at the New York Knicks.
Down low to Thorpe, jam blocked by Ewing. Thorpe gets it back, head fake, he's double teamed, forces it up, Ewing blocks it again.
The Knickerbockers, or simply the Knicks, were born in New York in 1946 when college basketball promoter and sports writer Ned Irish was granted a Basketball Association of America franchise. 3 years later, the BAA came together with the rival National Basketball League to form the National Basketball Association, or NBA. Today, the Knicks and the Boston Celtics are the only original BAA clubs that still play in their original cities. The Knicks quickly made history in 1950 when they were the first team to sign an African-American player, Sweetwater Clifton. Even from the get-go, they were a competitive team. The Knicks reached the finals 3 times in a row from 1951 to 1953 and showcased standout players like Harry Gallatin, Dick McGuire, and Carl Braun. However, they were on the wrong side of history on March 2, 1962. That night, the Knicks lost 169 to 147 to the Philadelphia Warriors, due mostly to Wilt Chamberlain's legendary 100-point effort. The Knicks' fortunes began to change in 1964 when they drafted center Willis Reed, who won NBA Rookie of the Year honors. Then in 1967, they selected point guard Walt Frazier. With these new pieces in place, the franchise won a record 18 consecutive games during the 1969-70 season on their way to a 60-22 record. The Knicks' place in history was crystallized during the 1970 finals versus the Los Angeles Lakers.
Here comes Willis, and the crowd is going wild. Willis passes the scorer's table. He takes the basketball. The Lakers have stopped, and they're just watching Willis go through his warm-ups.
Though an injury forced him out of Game 6, Reed made it onto the court for the 7th and scored the first 2 baskets of the night. After that, Frazier took over. He scored 36 points, dished out 19 assists, and the Knicks ultimately won the game and captured their first title. After acquiring Jerry Lucas and Earl the Pearl Monroe, the Knicks returned to the finals in 1972. This time, however, they lost to the Lakers. The two teams clashed once again the following year, and this resulted in the Knicks taking home their second championship in 4 years. After this impressive run, Reed retired in 1974. The franchise itself began to falter and languished in the late 1970s and early 1980s. The team's struggles earned them the first overall pick in the 1985 draft, where they selected Georgetown Hoyas center Patrick Ewing. During his first season, Ewing's average 20 points per game and 9 rebounds helped him to win the NBA Rookie of the Year honors. However, this success didn't translate into wins, as the Knicks finished with a 23-59 record. With the Knicks failing to advance past the conference semifinals since the Reed era, they lured former Lakers coach Pat Riley to the team in 1991. He led the resurgent Knicks to a 51-31 record. The Knicks improved that record further to a staggering 60-22 during the following 1992-93 season.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Starks. Yes! What a move by Starks, who was able to sky to the basket.
Unfortunately, both those years saw the Knicks matched up in the playoffs against Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls, who were in the midst of their first three-peat. The Knicks were given hope after Jordan retired prior to the 1993-94 season. In fact, they made it to the finals against the Houston Rockets that year. But the Knicks were denied another win when Hakeem Olajuwon led the Rockets to the championship. Though he never led the Knicks to greatness, Ewing left the team as one of their all-time greatest players in 2000. In the years that followed, the club floundered, and talented players like Latrell Sprewell and Stephon Marbury became lightning rods for controversy. Things appeared to turn around with the 2010 off-season acquisition of Amari Stoudemire and the mid-season trade for Carmelo Anthony. These additions helped push the Knicks to their first winning record since the 2000-2001 campaign.
Picked up inside, absolutely tomahawked by Amari Stoudemire.
However, the biggest story to come out of Knicks basketball in recent memory arrived during the lockout-shortened 2012 season.
Full. Win for the win! Got it!
Jeremy Lin seemingly came out of nowhere to capture everyone's imagination and brought hope back to the Knickerbockers. With fierce rivalries with teams like the New Jersey Nets and a storied history that spans decades, the New York Knicks remain one of the greatest franchises of all time.